So I hope you liked the video to this point. This video is a reflection of my experiences in a class. I'm a doctoral student at Pepperdine University. For those of you who came to this video by what I call rabbit holing, meaning you just kept surfing the internet until you landed at this one. I'm very interested in new media. I'm also interested in old media because I'm not sure that the implications of old media on new media have been fully fleshed out or recognized yet. I think that we are on a threshold of a new era for sure. I think Ray Kurzweil and Nick Lewin were and are both ahead of their time. I think that the impacts of new media such as YouTube, the forum we're in right now, and countless other spaces on the web, and even spaces outside the web, extra web presence as we may come to call them later. I think that all of these things are beyond remarkable, and I think that prior to August of this year, I'd never given this a second thought a day in my life. And I took a class called New Media Literacy in the course of my doctoral work, and it opened my eyes, literally. And I don't know what else to say other than there's a lot of things we came up with through the course of the semester. For example, Nick Lewin spoke of how our technology amputates us. It extends our brain, extends our mind, extends our bodies, but in the course of that extension, it amputates us. For example, tires, what we use to roll down the road quickly, are an extension of our feet. They're an extension of our human motion. However, they amputate us from so much because they keep us from feeling the ground underneath our feet. They keep us from seeing all the details that we quickly whisk by in our car. Then we give up so much of the sense of emotion when we use the tires and the engines and the cars to move us along. In that same vein, shoes, while they extend our capabilities and they allow us to go places we couldn't go without shoes, we lose that feeling, that connection to the ground that we had before we put the shoes on. I don't know if you've seen kids. Kids don't like to wear shoes because they, I'm going out on a limb here, but I'm going to say it's because they like the feeling of being connected to the ground, and they're not ready to cut that feeling off just yet. In the same way, technology is doing this for us right now. For example, you're watching this video, and while technology is allowing me to extend to you and you to extend to me, even as I speak to you, I'm speaking to a screen. And later on, you're listening to a screen. And while you're going to hear my message, you're being cut off from the original experience that we would have had if this were an actual conversation back and forth. And so at the same time, while we're being extended, we're being amputated. But in the future, it's very possible, and even right now, that we have the sufficient technology in new media to not only extend, but strengthen. Meaning we don't have to suffer amputation unless we want to. For example, right now, I don't want to have this conversation 50 times, so I'm going to go ahead and put it out there and use the extension knowing the amputation. However, when I'm wanting to have a meeting with somebody across the world, across the country, or even across the building, and I want to not lose, for example, if I'm just text chatting, I lose the sound of the voice, the inflection, who knows what. But even Skype, just Skype now, gives us the power to go beyond what we would have been able to do in a face-to-face conversation, because we can instantly share files, share screens, share interactions, share video, share voice, share text, stuff that we would beyond just a face-to-face conversation, even if I was taking notes and you were taking notes. And so that's what I call a communication exoskeleton. And media can be, if properly leveraged, we now have the technology to create exoskeletons for every aspect of our life. And if we embrace that ability and we leverage it to its highest potential, I think we'll find that the next step is not so much scary as it is invigorating, exciting, and altogether something to look forward to. So those are my reflections on new media, and I hope you enjoyed the first part of the video where it wasn't me talking. Have a good one.